You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Don't ask for what you can't give. Don't ask for what you can't give. You know something? In this culture, people have a tendency to want to take. They have a tendency to want to receive, but they don't want to give something of equal value. Like we see it in relationships. Now, person look in the mirror, they know they're average looking. They know they need to lose some weight. They know they need to dress better or at least bathe on a consistent basis. Yet they want supermodel of the world, male or female. You know? It was like, can you give that person that? Then why do you want it? You know, it's an entitlement thing. And that's not just relationships. It could be on a job. People want to go on a job, make top dollar, and shoot, they just starting to work in the industry. Don't have any experience or anything. But yet they want someone to give them top dollar for their lack of experience. It was like, well, wait a minute. Are you giving are you giving something of equal value? You know, like, there's that old saying, fair exchange is no robbery. You know, are you for whatever you asking, are you giving something in equal value? You know, of course, I mean, we have an idea about that in money, but it could be in time. You know, you have people who want you to listen to all of their problems, be available for all of their problems. They got to sit there and listen to you talk about those dumb mistakes that they done told you about 50,000 times. Or, they want you to lend them money or do whatever, watch their kids or something. It was like, but then when you ask them back, it would say, well, I'm having problems. They gotta go. Well, I got this emergency. Can you watch it? Nope, can't do it. You know? So as a person, remember, everything requires payment, and not in a monetary thing. And that payment could just be time. It could be attention. It could be whatever. But you got to think, okay, I'm asking for this from a person. Can I give it back? Like one thing about me, if a person wants something from me, or I want something from a person, that's maybe a better thing. I always say, okay, so when this person come to me and ask me for the thing back, am I willing to give it back to them? And that's a serious question, and I'm just going to be real. Always the answer isn't always yes. So then before I even open my mouth to say, well, can I ask this person for it? I don't. And that's just me. Because I'm like, well, so, as a result, I kind of learned to be self-sufficient in many things. But can you say that? You want something. This person has something you want. It could be a product. It could be a service. It could just be their time. Are you willing to give it back? Are you willing to reciprocate? Because that's the biggest thing. People want, they want what they want, but they don't want to give it in return. Like I started off with the example of relationships. Somebody know that they're average looking or they don't want to work to improve their appearance, but yet they feel like they're entitled to that beautiful person. And even get mad. That's the bad part. People get mad when they want something but don't want to pay in return. And then, the person rightfully is like, well, I'm not getting anything out of this. Or they don't want to give easily. Sometimes people might try to shame them into doing something. Try to shame them, say, oh, yeah, you should just give. And shoot, they might use Bible verses or something. It's like, oh, whoa. Now, when people do that or try to use some moral leverage or something like that, I'll say, well, if you're, like, for example, the Bible, what does Jesus say? It say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's one of the most genius things. For the people who follow the Christian path, it's funny, I don't hear a lot of people actually practice that, but it's a simple thing. It brings balance to the world. It's like this person is giving you something. They might be giving you their time. They're giving you their energy. Are you prepared to give it back? There was an old TV show called Stingray. I loved that show. It was about a guy who would help people out, but he wouldn't take payment. He would just say, hey, the time may come, I might need a favor. You just have to give the favor. It's a very simple thing, and you really, In some circles, particularly political circles, that's how they work. They work on favors, quid pro quo. And you don't want to do it for a political reason. You just want to do it because it's fair. This person was there for you. You have to try to be there for them. Or if you can't, try your best anyway. Maybe you might not be able to be for them in the same equal way, depending on what other circumstances are, but still be prepared to try. At least try. It's like the stuff will never be totally equal, but sometimes that person might have been there for you while you're going through some bad trouble. Then you can reach out to them and say, hey, you know what? You were going through all that. Just hit me up whenever you need something, and I'm gonna try my best. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. But the thing is, if you already know you don't intend to give this person anything, you just want something, that's exploitation. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I always say that. It's like in every endeavor, whether it's work, if somebody's paying you a certain amount for a service or something like that, you give them the best. You give them what the equal in value. So, don't ask for what you can't give, And if people practice that, the world would really be a better place. It really would be. So that's all I have for today. As always, thank you for listening. I want everybody to keep rising and transforming into their best selves. Peace and blessings.